Hello everybody, welcome back to your place to learn more about AnyTubers and VTubers. We'll be talking about a strange anomaly that occurred back in February of 2020. Someone was revealed to the internet as something very different than what we were used to. A normal cleaning program AI that was infected by something a little less normal. We're talking about a Schmorn virus? Schmorn? You know, pornography? Yes, today we are talking about Projekt Melody, a streamer on Twitch, a creator on YouTube, and a streamer on the other platform known as Chatterbait. Fun fact, Projekt Melody and I were both born in the year 2000. Her original model was designed by Digitrev X, but over the summer she ended up cutting her ties with them because of personal issues. We don't really understand the context behind that. It's probably private personal information anyway. Point is, she was able to cut off all those ties, buy the rights to her character design, and with the help from the support of her fans, she was able to make things work. For example, on her birthday, July 7th, she did a stream, a very particular stream, and on the stream, she broke records for the second or third time, breaking her own records for how much money could be made in tips. She made approximately, and this is an estimation, we don't exactly know exactly what she made because we don't have access to that type of information, but we can estimate based on what we saw through the chat, of course. It's estimated to be about $75,000 that she made on her birthday on that stream. That's a decent little penny there. Also, more about Projekt Melody. She has a podcast that she does with a few of the other more lewd streamers, known as the Lewdcast. It's fairly new. It's still like on its 4th or 5th episode as I'm making this video, and all of you should absolutely go check it out. If you enjoy her content, chances are you'll enjoy this podcast worlds more than you could possibly expect. It has tons of good streaming and gaming on it, and the interactions are just fun. Another love of mine, Iron Mouse, is on that podcast, so it's something that I do enjoy. Just be spitting more facts. We're not really counting. We don't need the numbers 1, 2, 7, 4, 3, 2, 5, whatever you want to call it. Fact number of this one. She calls her group of fans the science team, which really works because in the end, this is all for science anyway. This is all for science. Biology. Science. Her character design is largely inspired by Ghost in a Shell and the Hyperdimension Nebula? I don't know how that one's said exactly because I've not seen that one. If that is a good anime or manga for me to check out, put your opinion of it down in the comments below. I want to know what you guys think of it, if any of you have seen it. Again, just to kind of give you guys exactly how it's spelled, it's Hyperdimension and then Neptuna. It's like Neptunia. Check that out and let me know if it's any good, guys, because I've not really heard much on it. But if it's part of what Projekt Melody's character design was inspired of, maybe it's something pretty good. Also, Projekt Melody's just as excited as the rest of us to enjoy Cyberpunk 2077. She's talked about it on her Twitter feed, and she's mentioned it a couple times, different occurrences throughout her streams and whatnot, that it's something she's definitely going to check out, and it's something that I know most of us are very much so looking forward to. It makes sense with her character and who she is, what she's into. She's into that kind of sci-fi genre, cyberpunk. I think she's going to enjoy that game a lot, and maybe we'll get some streams of Cyberpunk 2077 coming up on her YouTube or Twitter or Twitch. Oh my gosh, you can't stream on Twitter? What's wrong with me? Anyway, maybe we'll get some streams of her playing Cyberpunk 2077 on her Twitch. If she does that, I told you guys. You heard it here first. Again, she's a streamer on Chatterbait and Twitch, and she is also a content creator on YouTube. Personally, I think her YouTube is probably the best part out of it for me, but that's because YouTube is my favorite platform out of that. I know that probably puts me in the minority. Most people prefer Twitch at this point, but YouTube is something that I enjoy more just because I feel like it's a more condensed, easy version of, you know, their content to watch. I don't have all that much time in the day. I barely even have time to do my own content. I have other things, you know, people have a life, and for those people who, you know, they have things they need to do, I feel like YouTube is an easier platform to enjoy than Twitch is. Just because it's more concise, I guess. But really what makes Project Melody such a success was the entrepreneur attitude she had towards what she was doing. She knew that it was something that she was kind of taking the reins on, that she was doing something very different, and she was okay with that. And that gave her something to set herself apart. And she's been having tons of success on all of the platforms that she's on. And honestly, with her Twitch, I think that's really where she shines the most personally. She shines on her Twitch because it's where she can just be herself and play games and do whatever else she does. And as part of the science team, all I can say is to all of her fans, all of the people who are interested in checking her out, keep it wholesome. Keep it wholesome. And if you're not keeping it wholesome, at least do it for the science team. A huge thank you to my patrons, Justin, Maltar, FutureMech, Wheelku, Neometra, Brenda, Nish, and Rion. All of you mean so much to me. It's been something that's motivated me throughout all of this, so I appreciate all of you very much for everything that you do. I'm planning on starting a new series where I interview other AniTubers and VTubers, and that will be added on to this playlist. And if that's something that you'd like to see, maybe let them know about me. Tell different people if you want me to interview somebody, help me get it set up, because you guys are my biggest asset right now, and I appreciate all of you so very much. I have something lined up where I might be able to interview a certain Twitch streamer that I think is absolutely hilarious. He's also on YouTube now, and that's Fubar. I'm planning on interviewing him in the future. Hopefully it all works out and we can get a nice little interview out of it. But if you're not subscribed to Fubar's channel, I'm going to put a link in the description below. All of you should check him out so that you're familiar with him by the time we get to the interview, because I am super hyped for it. I love his content. I think he does incredible work, and he deserves all of your attention. He's a little bit of an asshole, and that's what makes him so entertaining personally. None of us want those bland personalities. Like, why would you sit down to watch somebody boring do something boring? I don't know. So, all of you should absolutely go check him out. You know, he's been related to Nuxtaku, but I personally find him to be considerably different. For one, he's he's meaner, and he's just himself. I think that's why people relate them personally, is because they're both very honest with who they are, and they both have very extreme personalities, which isn't a super common thing that you see on the internet, especially when it comes to our little niche. Oftentimes people are too reserved, or they're just trying to put up a front, trying to be a face, or they're trying to follow the niche. They're trying to be what everyone else is so that they can get their views up. You know, they see VTubers, they see other things, they see this common goal, and they just want to be that normal thing that has success. Whereas people who kind of step out of their comfort zone do set themselves apart, and they can find success, but it's definitely something that, you know, it's you're stepping out of your comfort zone. So I see why it's hard for people to do, but it's something that Fubar does extremely well. Well, as Project Melody, I think that Project Melody is much different in the sense that she's just a lot more wholesome, honestly, than Fubar is. Even though she does what she does, she has a very wholesome way of handling herself and doing what she does. She has different alternate personas, as you might call them, but you know, we all love Project Melody for who she is. Another fun fact, she's supposedly she hasn't actually, like, you know, done the deed. She's a virgin! 90% of you watching this video are not subscribed. What's up with that? You guys could hit that subscribe button down below. I make more videos on other YouTubers, AniTubers, and people in general who just are in a similar niche. 90% of you aren't subscribed. That's insane. Come on, let's see what we can do. I'm gonna make more videos like this. I also review anime, manga, manhwa, probably some movies coming up. I'm also planning on doing gameplay of Among Us and other such games. I might even do some gameplay of board games that I play with my cousins here at the house. So if that's something that you guys are interested in seeing, put it down in the comments below. Let me know what you guys like. If you guys are alright with maybe doing some board games on this channel, having a little subsection, a little playlist for when we're playing some collector edition board games, let me know. That's something else that I'm interested in maybe doing on this channel. This has been Kaihen D Shy Guy. I've changed my last name so many times now, y'all just call me Kaihen. But I'll see you guys on the way down the anime abyss next time. Cue the outro.